This is the cold start video for the 1968 Volkswagen Beetle 1500. Like to start her up, please? Spin in Chris's 1968 Volkswagen Beetle 1500. For those interested, it's very, very similar to the car that appears in front of the Abbey Road album. So, you know, there's food for thought there if you're a Beatles fan. And yeah, so basically, Chris bought the car about 2 years ago from Trade Classics.
That's correct. Now, what did my do about 2 years ago?
And yeah, so essentially it's a car that should be sort of fairly well known for most people familiar with Trade Classics. So yeah, in terms of the steering, Chris, how would you describe its feel?
Yeah, it's solid. I mean, I've driven a few classic cars in my time before, and normally it's like driving a trucker's wheel, but this is, as you can see, it's just solid. I mean, the steering and the actual handling of it is really nice.
No wobbles, no vibrations.
There's not much play, there's no vibrations, it runs straight, and true. There's no vibration on the wheels, you can see when I let go of it, there's no vibration, it sits. So it's a really nice, yeah, like I say, many classics that I've driven, this is a solid feeling. I didn't expect it when I got in a Beetle, I must admit. I didn't expect it to be as responsive as it is, but yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's good.
And are you happy with the gear change?
Yeah, so it's a classic gear change. Like I say, it's 4, and then it feels absolutely solid as the gearbox. It goes into reverse nice and easy, which I normally find is quite difficult on a lot of old vintage cars, but knocking to first from reverse is absolutely fine. But yeah, no, it's solid.
And an opportunity to try out the brakes now. How does the brakes feel to you?
Very solid. So if I'm basically take my hands off the wheel and brake, it runs straight again, so it doesn't brake to one side. So it's nice, even braking. Discs at the front, drums at the back. So it's got a really nice kind of responsive brakes. But it's a classic. It's not going to stop on a hairpin, but it's very good, and I feel very safe in it. Like I wouldn't even dream of not having it with obviously the 2 kids that I've got. I wouldn't.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we've got seatbelts fitted at the back as well, so it's quite a nice touch there. And so in terms of the clutch, are you happy with the performance of the clutch?
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I say, if you put it down there, it's got nice fun. It's not too high, so the clutch isn't wearing at all. So it's right in the middle point. So very easy to drive, very easy to navigate. And like I say, I've been into first and second there. And if I brake again, like if I brake a bit harder, nothing behind me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And not much on the dashboard. We had to go on the windscreen wipers.
I believe the fuse has gone in that. So basically, it was working till literally the day it was raining, and it just stopped off with it. So I think either the motor may have gone, or there's a fuse gone in that. But as you know, with Beetles, it's not exactly rocket science to put a fuse or change that. So that's something that
pretty
is a pretty straightforward job.
And in terms of oil pressure and engine temperature, have you experienced any issues?
No, since I've had it, like I've ticked it over. I've not done a lot of miles in the car since I had it, because I bought it for promotional use. But realistically, now I've had no pressure, no engine problems. You know, it drops a little bit of oil, but there's no pull on it like that. So it's a standard. Like after a long journey, I might get 1 or 2 drops when I've parked it back up again in the garage. But I'll take it again the following weeks. There's no pulls of oil, so a couple of drops, but that's just normal.
Perfect, fantastic. And Chris mentioned that the engine is running a little rich.
Yeah.
But to tell the truth, it's not a biggie really. It just needs a bit of a tune-up, really, doesn't it?
I think it's a tune-up, because I think when the engine was reconditioned, I pretty much got it as new, as it's been reconditioned. So I've done around 2,500 miles in it, and I haven't touched it. So I think it just needs a little tweak. I think on the car, I did do some research on the carburettor. There's a couple of like flathead screwdrivers you can tweak it and change it, but I don't want to mess around with that, because I don't want to make it worse. So anyone who knows what they're doing, it's probably a 5-minute job. I looked on YouTube, apparently you have to listen to it. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm hearing, so I'm not going to bother trying messing with that.
Perfect, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, nice here, I can open it up for you.
Perfect.
I say open it. It is a 1500, so it's a little bit stronger than a normal 12 or 1300s. But the engine is really nice. I've been really impressed with it since I've had it.
It sounds pretty smooth. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no unnecessary noises coming out of it at all. So.
I mean, it's all my lack of use is definitely it, because like I say, I use it as a promo car, and I've had it 2 years, I'm only on 2,000 miles. But when I do take it out, I give it a good run. So recently, I drove it to Derbyshire and back, which is a 350-mile round trip, and there was absolutely no problems there and back. So happy with that. There's the castle there.
Perfect. Exactly. They come